Hi, in this video, I will show you how you can create a wavy text effect in Canva. So a wavy text is usually different than a curved text. A curved text is only has one curve, while a wavy text is really just a series of curved text. So there are multiple different curves, and depending on the design, it's probably going to be more appropriate. It's going to look more pretty compared to just a simple curved text. So the question is, can you create this design in Canva? The short answer is yes. There are two methods you can try. So I'm going to show you how you can get this effect to your text. Now I have this text, and this text is just a regular text, and I'm going to make it wavy, but it's actually going to involve the curve effect. So if you actually go to the example here, this is really just a series of curved text. And a curved text is something that we can accomplish in Canva without using a third-party tool. Now, with that being said, I think you already know how this tutorial is going to be. I'm going to just isolate each word, and each of them will have their own curve level, different curve level. Let's start with the word getting, and I'm going to make the text box a little smaller. Now let's go to effects, and on the shape section, select curve, and then here we can adjust the curveness level of this particular text. Now let's duplicate the text. This one is going to be a different word, getting better, and I'm going to change the curve level like that. It doesn't have to be perfect, and let's duplicate the text again. This is going to be and. Let's change the curve level. Finally, the last text, the last word of the series of a sentence, getting better and better. So, okay, I guess I have to reduce it a bit. Okay, it's probably not the prettiest, but you get the idea. This is pretty much how you can create multiple curves for a text in Canva. So that was the first method. How about the second method? Well, the second method is going to involve a third-party tool, and it's probably going to be a little easier compared to this method. So let's add a new page, go to apps, and I wanted to search for a tool called Typecraft. That is the name of the tool. Click on it, select open, and this is the text that you can modify. I'm going to write subscribe to AsapGuide, and you can select the font if you want to. I'm going to sticking with a simple default font. There's an option to change the style of the text if you want to, but again, I'm going to use a default setting, the color as well. But for the mirror points, I do recommend to just stick with no mirror. Horizontal and vertical is used if you want to create the same curve level on the opposite side of the text, but usually it's not needed. You just stick with no mirror. And finally, we can make this text to look more curved. You can see there are some points right here. You can click on any of it, and you can drag it to the top or to the bottom depending on what is the curveness level you want to apply to that section. So I'm going to carefully put it like this, and let's do the same for this, but now it's going to the opposite direction. And yeah, you have to be careful here because you don't want to make the text or the letter to be out of proportion. And when you're done, you can click add element to design, and that text will be inserted to your design. So that's exactly how you can create a simple wavy text in Canva.